What's going on, everybody? This is a non-spoiler review of The Naked Gun, the 2025 version. It is not a remake. It is the fourth film in the Naked Gun series, directed by Akiva Schaffer. This time, it is Liam Neeson taking over for the great Leslie Nielsen. Pamela Anderson in this one, Paul Walter Hauser, Danny Houston, CCH Pounder, Kevin Durand. The list goes on and on and on. This movie is excellent. It's excellent. It's really funny. My concern with the movie was going to be, okay, I liked the trailers. I dug it. Did they give away everything in the trailers? They gave away a lot. Did they give away it all? No. Does everything hit and does everything just make you laugh from start to finish? No. But it's impossible to do that because of the subjective humor involved in it. There is so much that is being thrown that it's hitting tons of stuff. It's missing some stuff. It's hitting tons. And there are jokes that are coming at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Now, the question, again, is going to be, do you care about the story? You do. And it sets Frank Drebin Jr. in this similar story to the ones in the past. And basically, he's involved with Pamela Anderson's character, who is looking for questions about something that happened to someone close to her, and an investigation begins, and there's a high-profile villain, and Frank's got to do his investigation, and craziness and silliness ensue around him. And I was like, okay, well, look, we know that the director, who did Popstar, by the way, and I really liked that movie. It was underrated. Lonely Island guy, and I was like, okay, so he's directing it, Seth MacFarlane producing it. So with Seth MacFarlane, are they going to say, let's just do like a more raunchy, crazy version, Ted style of The Naked Gun? And I was like, I could see it doing that, like Family Guy and really inappropriate jokes. And are they going to, and not in the same vein of what Naked Gun originally has inappropriate jokes, but like that next step. I was like, that's not really Naked Gun. Are they going to stay in the same family, even though it's going to be funny? And they don't do that. They stay in the same family. It feels part of the Naked Gun family. It feels like, all right, this is the same universe that the other movies have lived in, and the same craziness. It's like reading just an absolute, like a Dr. Seuss book at some point, where it's, you have just Wacky Wednesday. The stuff that is going on and the play on words, you see it in the trailer, whether it's the take a chair, no thank you, I have some at home. Some of the outrageous things that are said. There's a few different lines in general that had me laughing out loud. And it was the seriousness of Liam Neeson playing off very well of what we have known him for over the last 5 to 10 years of this action star. And he's got incredible comedic timing, understands it, and you're able to play it to where he's playing serious but still silly, to where, and Leslie Nielsen did the same thing too. Leslie Nielsen had that serious demeanor where he was playing as that 50s, 60s cop who was trying to know the answers, but he was just such a goof. And the same thing what goes for Frank Drebin Jr. I thought Paul Walter Hauser did a nice job as his number 2. They didn't overcook certain things, and that was what I was worried about too. Were they going to try too hard? The movie doesn't try too hard. And Danny Houston as Richard Kane, the main villain, he says something at the end too. Just thinking about it, really had me going. Some of the dialogues and the way that you could tell they had a blast playing this, and the chemistry clearly now, as we're hearing more and more, Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson works. Pamela Anderson, I was thinking about this morning. You always get these celebrity comebacks years later, right? And she's starting to have one, and I'm like, I'm rooting for it because she really understands how this works. You could see her taking a page out of Priscilla Presley's book there. The chemistry is pretty electric between the two of them, and the post-credit scene, you got to stay for it because it's pretty clever, creative, and funny. I think that the biggest criticism again is that just and as I said, I understand it, and it's that not everything lands. Sometimes the joke goes on for a little bit, and you're like, okay, I get it, let's move on. But I will say the other thing that they do well is not just the play on words and other things, it's the physical gags. And there's a physical bit that a friend of mine told me that at CinemaCon they showed this whole thing this whole segment, and I was so glad that I didn't go to CinemaCon because she said it still played pretty well, and it was just as funny the second time around. But there's a particular visual gag, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it. I'll just say it involves Kevin Durant's character, and when there's certain things that are going on, and when that happens, the whole theater was just losing it. And that, I think, to me, was another reason that I was so satisfied with this movie, because a lot of comedies today don't really even see the theater. And you certainly don't get comedies like this anymore that see theater releases. So to be sitting in a theater at a crowd with people laughing, enjoying themselves in that old school way, it was refreshing. And it was nice to see. And I want to see more of them. I left with a big smile on my face. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, for sure, because of how it absolutely delivered in the promise that we're going to pay respect to the original. We're going to honor everything that came before us. We're going to make sure that we set up all the great gags and things that you liked, that you didn't say, oh, why are they doing this? Because you clearly can do that with any property. Like, they're doing another Naked Gun. How are they going to do that without Leslie Nielsen? How are they going to do that? And they do it. And I saw it with my buddy Matt Serra. You should check out his Out of the Theater reaction. He said something at the end. He's like, I don't know if anybody else really could have pulled this particular thing off more than Liam Neeson. And I was like, I don't know. I think I agree with you. I think I agree. Like, it's because they clearly knew. If you saw the trailer and you see the Girl Scout part of it, and when he comes in and he's just basically wrecking everybody in the bank, it's like, yeah, they're playing off of what he did so well, because Leslie Nielsen was basically playing off the seriousness and the things that he had done in his past, but he wasn't like an action star. Liam Neeson was an action star, and they give him that, and they set up the character really well. And as I told you before, all you really need to know about the story is that Frank Drebin Jr. is this kind of, arrogant cop who sees things one particular way, and he's got that same thing where, and CCH Pounder, who plays the chief, is always like trying to get him in line and saying you can't do the things you're doing, and some of the freaking things he says and answers her back. It's just like, it's just so matter of fact, nonchalant. And then there's the investigation. He's got to figure out, is Danny Houston the bad guy? If so, how does he expose it? And hilarity ensues. It's really it. So if you're a fan of these movies in general, I would tell you, I think that I have to go back and watch the second one again, but I would rank this currently, I would put it on par with the second one. I would say the first one, then the second one, and this one. I'd have to go back and watch the second one again. But right now, recency bias included, the second one, this one, and then 33 and a third comes after. But my overall score in this is pretty high. I'm going to go 9 out of 10, 4.5 out of 5. Huge score for Naked Gun, the reboot, I guess. I want to see more of them. I want them to have, and it's a good runtime too. It's like an hour and 40, something like that. Perfect timing, good pace. Boom, boom, boom. So that's my thoughts on The Naked Gun. What say you guys? Are you going to check it out? If you do want to see this, I implore you to go see this in the theater. For one, you're going to laugh, and I think you're going to really enjoy it, but it will show the system out there, hey, people want to laugh in the movie theater again. People want to see comedies again. This has a lot of weight on its shoulders, this film. So are you going to support it? Are you going to check it out? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. If you're brand new to the channel, you've never been here before, subscribe to it. Just crossed 201,000 subscribers on the journey to 300. So thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you. We'll see you guys real soon. And tell you about one of our wonderful sponsors right now. Check this out. Special effect. I know you all heard of Viagra or Cialis, maybe even tried them. If you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, I got it. Rougiette Ready. If the usual pill isn't doing the trick, Rougiette Ready, it could be the answer. It's a 3-in-1 formula. It dissolves under your tongue, absorbs fast. You'll be ready in just 15 minutes on average, not hours, and effects can last up to 36 hours. That means that you're going to stay confident, you're going to stay present, and in control when the moment is right. Getting started is super simple. Rougiette connects you with a board-certified doctor, 100% online, and if prescribed, your treatment ships directly to your door. Connect with a provider at rougiette.com/Christian to see if a Rougiette-ready prescription is right for you. You can get the code Christian to get 15% off today. Rougiette.com/Christian. Use that promo code Christian to get 15% off today. Head on over to rougiette.com/Christian. Use that code Christian to get 15% off today. Use the code to support the show, and so Rougiette knows that we sent you. Individual results may vary with prescription treatment. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. Please visit the Rougiette website for full safety information.